Got to give a little wag in there at the end.
Ready to do a little wag for you.
Very
Ready
pretty.
to do a little wag for you.
Thank you so much for coming, Ethan.
Thanks, Ethan.
Wait a minute. This is the battle of the Ethans.
This is like the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. Two old men fighting.
Oh, dude, that's a reference.
On the top
bro.
of Outer
Solid
Heaven.
Snake, and then the real Solid Snake comes, and then the real Solid Snake comes at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Metal Gear Solid 4, shout out. So good to have you. Just had your Barlow session.
We did, yeah, thank you.
The Barlow sesh. And there's some good tunes that were had. Some nice melodies.
You think so? I didn't really think so.
I mean, I'm just trying to be nice.
Okay, cool.
I'm just trying to be kind, like a good host.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
You're making
cool.
it really hard on me. But
That's cool. Well, when we're off camera, we can talk how you honestly felt about it.
And we put up appearances.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of good tunes that were happening. A lot of cool guitar stuff, too,
Thanks, man.
I noticed. A lot of cool things. A lot of things I want to get into. So what was that tune we were just jamming on? It's an unreleased thing you were saying, right?
Yeah, sure. So we're working on album number 4 right now, and that was the bass rhythm part to Shed the Light, which is going to be probably the second track on the album.
You already got it mapped out.
Oh yeah. We're not even done writing the thing. We're like we look at the gaps missing the track list, and we're like, okay, what kind of tune does this need here?
Oh, that's interesting. So you start from like the idea of what the album's like supposed to like convey, and then like how to convey it best.
Yeah,
almost?
I'm like that. Jake and Andy aren't as much like that. They kind of have to pull me back to reality sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, why don't we write some songs and then decide where they go? But
you need those kind of guys in your band, though.
Oh, yeah,
You need the grounded ones.
exactly. Yeah, if it wasn't for them, we'd have a 24-track album every 6 months.
Yeah.
And thank God that's not happening.
If you want a more in-depth look into the album process, check out their live session.
Oh yeah,
But-
we did talk about that. That is true.
Yeah, but what are some like the ideas that you employ on that little jam we were doing?
It's all about texture for that song. I think. I mean, I'm not really like the most flamboyant guitar player. You know, I grew up listening to juggernauts like David Gilmour, who isn't exactly like the fastest guitar player, but he picks the right notes.
He's
and
the
that's what I'm all
tastiest.
about.
Yeah.
The tastiest guitar player. That song's, I think there's like 8 guitar tracks in the whole thing altogether. It just kind of explodes at the end of the 2 minutes there. But I'm all about textures and and making the guitar tracks feel like a giant heated blanket over you.
Yeah,
especially
nice
in the
and warm.
especially in times like this where everything's cold.
Yeah,
in states like this where everything's cold all year round.
We look like we're in 2 different climates right now.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the other. That's the other thing.
3 layers on.
That's the other thing. I was debating wearing shorts today, and thank God I didn't.
Yeah.
It's all about psychology, like the psychology of pretending it's warmer than it actually is.
Yeah, you guys mind games.
Mentally, I live in Arizona.
Physically, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But what are like some of like the chord shapes you're kind of using? Like I know there's a lot of like walking bass lines almost in part of it. You want to give like a little example of something in that?
Yeah, sure. Like
it's an A. The song's an A, by the way.
Yeah. So it's the song's an A major, and I play it in D A E A B E.
Better known as drop D.
Yeah, right.
Drop D segment of the video.
Drop D, but you take a couple steps where it's an open chord pretty much. I don't know. The basis of the whole song is like I guess it's a power chord.
What's that little
moving up and down?
Just a little power chord thing?
Yeah. I honestly, I couldn't tell you like what the shapes are called.
Wait, is the tuning not drop D? Is there another string you're changing?
Yes, it's D A E A B E.
Oh, it's E on the okay. Because I was trying to figure out before.
Yeah.
So you're making a little power chord with
some small exceptions, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of alternate tunings. We don't really do that anymore. Because as you add more songs to the set, it just kind of we already spent too much time tuning over the years. You can ask anybody that knows us. And now that we employ a snark for the first time in 10 years, we can cut that down.
For the people at home, real slow because I'm slow. D,
Yeah, sure.
A, E, A,
B, E.
Top 2 strings are the same. Okay, sounds like this. Very pretty. It's almost like a D9 chord almost with the E's in there. It's cool.
I couldn't tell you what a D9 chord is.
I think so. I might be wrong. But so then that's how you get that power chord.
Yeah.
Are you kind of just taking that same shape up and down?
Yeah, with the exception of like the this chord and this chord. Basically, just keeping.
What's that last one?
It's
yeah. Oh, he's moving the ring finger up one.
Yeah.
That's really fun. You can just go like.
Definitely our most fun song to play, I think. Kind of a lazy way to play that song with an open chord there, but hell, I'm a lazy guy.
Yeah. That's fun too, because you could probably make like a ton of songs just from that tuning too, just messing with that.
Absolutely.
Just so the people at home, real quick. So he's basically making like a regular power chord you play it on here, but he's moving up 2 strings. You can kind of just put that anywhere. And then I like the thing at the end, like the. Yeah.
Let's embrace the laziness there, though.
Do you use a lot of like drone type stuff a lot? It seems like you're kind of doing that a good bit.
Yeah, we don't really have as much time because all of our songs are generally under 2 minutes. This song especially though, I mean it the whole verse banks on the going back to the A string like every third note is the open A.
Something else I noticed in your playing a lot is like, you know, Kevin Shields of like My Bloody Valentine. Does he? Do you?
Why do I play this guitar?
When I was talking to you, it feels like I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 4, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
well, my codec is 420.69.
Oh,
so
nice.
just call that and you'll get me.
I know, I can't wait for the two people to get these references.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Look at the
God.
back of the Barlow cassette case, and you'll find my codec number.
We're just lined with nano machines right now, bro. That's how you play his guitars. But
let's just talk about Metal Gear.
but there's something Kevin Shields does. I notice you do is he will strum while also holding his whammy like with his pinky the whole time.
Yeah, and that's something we've always kind of done. I mean, back in the early days when we recorded "Fell Asleep," I had no pedals. We just used a Roland tiny cube amp.
Nice.
And Jake would literally like, I would like motion him like now because we'd mic it. I'd be like now. And he would twitch the knob on the thing himself.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he
oh
would.
my God, dude.
He would like be kneeling on the floor, and he would like have to twitch the knob himself.
That's insane.
While I was like trying.
I can't take my hand off the bar.
Yeah, right. But Kevin Shields is a huge influence of mine too. Another guitar player that isn't flashy by any means. We saw my Billy Valentine a couple of years ago in Philly.
I didn't realize they still were playing out.
Rarely, but they do. And loudest event of my night.
Oh yeah.
Loudest event of my life. But every song, literally every song, he used a different guitar for a different tuning. And I guess if I had the money for that, I would probably do the same thing.
But a guy who would hand you the guitars.
Right. Yeah. Number one, to pay that guy. And number two, to pay for probably 20 different guitars in one set.
That is the life.
That's insane, man.
So now, do you want to pivot and like, is there like another tuning you kind of want to show off, or is there like another song, or is there something else in this tuning you want to do?
Generally, I'm in standard. I'm gonna go back to standard.
You want to? All right, we're going back to standard. We're back. It's standard tuning. Is there?
Or not.
So this is where people. This is like where the money happens in standard tuning. So is there a certain riff you want to show off? Think it's cool? This is already cool.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily showing it off. This is we just put out a new single, "Makes My Life," which will be on LP4, and I actually wrote this riff 4 years ago. I did nothing with it. And the key is a lot of delay or a lot of any effect that makes it sound good, which is the standard for any of our songs. And the shape change to it.
Can we walk through that? What's like?
Yeah.
Those chords are really nice.
I could honestly not tell you what the chords are called or
Doesn't
what the
matter.
shapes are called.
Which fingies go where?
The fingies go. Okay, so your little piggies start here. So the chorus starts on the. Open A there, and then I move the switch to this finger, so it's and then just down to.
Yeah, walk it down.
Yeah.
So you always, for that thing, you always have your finger on the D right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Just move your finger down one fret per measure there, I guess.
Yeah. So they're all like, the main shape is like this.
Yes.
2 fingers on the D and G, 2 fingers on the E and B, or 1 finger on the E and B.
That one is always this is always highlighted.
I totally hear the Pink Floyd in there. Yeah. Then what's the next part of that?
There's this kind of motif where it keeps going to it builds on the. that is on top of this. Rudimentary going back from the E or D, B, E, G chord progression there.
So it's like that. It's like that first thing where like most of the time these fingers stay there. Then you kind of move in that bait. Like,
Correct.
What's that thing you play right before?
Yeah, open B there.
Oh, okay.
Not trying to be U2 here.
That's so sick.
It's a riff I've been working on for 3 years. I just didn't know what to do with that chorus there until recently, and then had the idea, and I hit up Jake and Andy. I was like, hey, we have to put this out as the lead single for the album, like as soon as we can.
Yeah.
And there it is. Shout out to Keith Caves who did the artwork for it. It's a Barlow knife on the front, which I wish I had my Barlow knife on me. We're actually named after the style of knife. But
There's a Barlow knife?
There is a Barlow knife, yeah, and it's in my car actually.
I know the Bowie one named after David Bowie. I don't know who came first.
Yeah.
The knife or the man?
Yeah. Well, the Barlow knife is a tiny little knife, and it's mopey and depressed and quit Dinosaur Jr. No, I'm just kidding.
These references are off the chain, dude. Oh my god. Well, that's honestly so pretty. And like,
oh, yeah, thank you.
Like just so unique too. Like just like you're playing. I love bringing in like the open B right there for just like that one thing.
Unfortunately,
like who thinks of that?
Unfortunately, I'm mostly self-taught, so I've spent hours and hours in my basement just like kind of teaching myself the guitar technique that I have now, which by most industry standards is probably super amateurish and rudimentary, but I'm pretty happy about what I've got. Yeah. So that's fine.
Doesn't matter as long as you got the nice chords, nice melodies.
Oh sure, yeah.
Sounds sweet.
And they are chords. They're just not bar chords, not whatever. I don't know any music theory, man.
But I got one more question for you.
Yes.
We'll wrap this up. So I ask this all my guests when they come on. What's something that when you come home from work and you don't want to practice, you don't really want to write songs, you just kind of want to play, what's something you gravitate towards?
So this is...
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is...
This isn't a riff?
Yeah, no. This is a riff creator. I've had...
Never seen that before.
When I was... Yeah, this is a bizarre, cheap, unknown pedal. Korg makes they used to make 4 tracks, and I bought a 4-track at a thrift store for $20 when I was 15 years old, and it was a Korg 4-track, and it had these effects on it. Now, this is a really cheapo. It's only worth about $70, but it's got all these built-in effects on here. Got your rotary, got your delay, got your reverb, got your trem, your phaser, your flange, your wah, your chorus, your auto wah. And you got a bunch of cab and amp types. These are verbatim the same knobs that came on the 4-track. Now, I recently purchased this because I didn't want to keep bringing my 4-track to shows to use as a pedal. But the sounds I've gotten out of this thing have led to so many little ideas popping up in my stupid head.
So do you like record stuff on there and kind of like mess around with it?
Yes. The sounds I get out of this thing are unreal, honestly. The chorus and delay setting on here is a combo that I've never been able to recreate with any pedals. If you've noticed, I didn't use any of the other pedals in our entire jam session here today.
That was all that thing?
All this thing. Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah. And it's again this cheapo Korg Ampworks Toneworks little processor, but this for a decade now has been my inspiration factory. I have no ideas with something. I think, okay, well, how about I plug into this little thing, and maybe this little stupid idea I had earlier that I don't really like can really flourish with a sound I can get out of this. It's a really unique sound, and I guess this is the melting pot for me, if I'm using that word correctly.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Put all your stuff in it.
Correct. Yeah.
Mix it all around.
Put all my eggs in one basket with this thing.
Well, it's awesome.
Yeah, this is my inspiration factory here.
Well, everyone go check that out. I never had asked that question before, and someone's like, this does it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, though. That's honestly sick. I had no idea you weren't using any pedals besides that one. But anyway, Ethan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ethan.
For coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. If we mixed up the Metal Gear lore, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Oh, I could talk for hours about it. I'm sorry to anyone who was bored of it.
We'll have to keep save it for later, Big Boss. But
correct.
This has been Licks and Tricks with Ethan Mackowick and Ethan from Barlow. Good night. Hope you had a good time. Bye-bye.
See ya. Cool.
Good shit.